1, 2, 3, clap. I didn't clap too hard. It always looks like you're trying to get like a mosquito or something.
The microphone's over that way, so...
Yeah. Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy, Nice Podcast. Over there in Scotland, swanning away bugs. That is Brogan Hastings.
And over there, all on his norm, it's Wayne Giovinazzi.
On my norm? Does norm mean myself? Or
Yeah.
just normal?
No, just mean by yourself.
Okay.
I think
I've
it's
never
Cockney slang.
I'm on my own norm. Okay, I can work this out. I can work out what norm is for Cockney slang. Norm MacDonald, McDonald's, Macca's. Macca was the guy who lived next door, and he was a hermit, and he lived by himself. Worked it out. Boom.
Do you know what I'm saying? I said I genuinely don't even know if it is Cockney slang.
I think you've just made it up. That you're just saying that norm is alone, and it's just in your head. That's what it is.
If it is, it's a Scottish thing.
Oh yeah, I didn't doubt that for a second. I mean, most things you say are Scottish things, being that you are Scottish.
That's true. That is true.
You're not full on Scots. You're just a little Scottish.
Just a little. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually.
You're just a wee Scottish.
I'm just a wee bit Scottish.
Just a wee Scottish.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask about that because I'd never thought about it until right now. But yeah, on your norm.
You know who you could ask? You could ask Michael Cain. Were we even talking about Michael Cain on the episode, or was that way beyond the episode?
That might have been after the episode.
Yesterday.
Because
oh no!
Because we were talking about the fact that I was going to watch Muppets Christmas Carol, the full version.
That's right.
Because the full version is on fucking Disney Plus now.
And then we were doing our Michael Cain impersonations. There's 3 parts to every magic twick.
That might have been on the episode, was it?
I don't think it was.
I can't remember.
But no, because you were talking about Michael Caine in The Prestige, and you're like, you know who's in The Prestige, and I'm like, that would be Hugh Jackman, and you're like, no.
And then I just ignored you.
Then you said, I'm like, David Bowie, and you're like, no.
I didn't even go duh. You just went David Bowie, and I went Danny Davis, and then you went.
But then you started going duh, no, and I went David Duchovny, who wasn't in the movie.
You're honestly making that up in your head. I didn't do that.
No, you did it a little bit. You get it. You say, look, you did.
That I genuinely said Danny Davis. I didn't even pretend. But
yeah,
are you pulling a Derek on me? Are you actually
No. Why would I do that?
A Derek Hastings, where you imagine what was actually said instead of hearing what was said.
Okay, so what you're saying is that Derek Hastings, your father, he hears things that weren't actually said, and he doesn't gaslight you. That's what you're saying.
I have conversations with my dad. I had a conversation with my dad very recently where I said something, and we somehow got into another topic of conversation. I'm like, how did we even get here? He said, oh, because you said this. And I'm like, that is not what I said. That's 100% not what I said. He's like, no, you said, it was a similar thing I said, but it wasn't. He took it off on a total tangent, and I'm like, where the fuck? You have hearing aids now. You should be able to hear me.
Look, all it comes down to, at least in this instance, in the Daniel Day... Because that's right, I said Daniel... You went Daniel Day, and I said Day-Lewis.
I did wonder why you kept doing that. I thought you were doing that to be a prick. But maybe you just thought I was...
Well, yes, I was doing it to be a prick. Yeah. Like, don't mix it. Don't misconstrue things.
But I wondered why you kept saying that when I was like... I literally just said Daniel Davis. And you're like, Daniel Day-Lewis? Yeah.
And then we kept on going. I didn't hear you say Daniel Davis. It doesn't matter. Memory is different. That's why Penn and Teller have things written down of different accounts of events that occurred. And they're completely different. Yeah, so there we go. So, Mr. Daniel Davis, look, we're just going to do it now. You said... The only reason you got a Godiva advent calendar was for Niles and CC. Niles and CC reasons.
I mean, kind of. It's, okay, so the chocolate they always go on about on the nanny is Godiva.
Okay.
You know, it's one that keeps coming up. Now, I've been in a Godiva shop before in New York, and I was like, it's okay. But the way they talk about these chocolates, I'm like, mwah, it sounds so good. But I was writing something, and Niles bought Cece an advent calendar, and obviously he gets the fancy calendar for her because she's a fancy lady.
Because he's using Mr. Sheffield's bankroll.
No, he was using Cece's.
Oh, that's okay then.
He had Cece's Amex card.
That's all good then.
Actually, no, he bought that one with his own money.
What a fool.
What a fool.
On a butler's wage.
On a butler's wage. But yeah, and I was like, I should see if there is actually a Godiva advent calendar, and there was. And I was like, I'm going to get it. And I'm like, because why not? Why not? So
yep.
I have one.
Did you use CC's money? Did you use CC's Amex?
I fucking wish. I write CC as though the Babcocks have more money than God. I wish I had CC's bankroll. You know.
So Godiva, they're not the ones that do like the seashell chocolates, are they? That's like Cain, something else.
Yeah, you're
with a
right.
G. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been to a Godiva store. When I was in Sydney, I almost went into a certain chocolate store. I decided not to. Not because like, oh, something bad might happen. I just felt it was in poor taste to go there for that reason. Do you remember, I assume it was publicised across the world, the Sydney siege at the Lindt Cafe?
I'm aware of Lindt, but I'm not sure about the Sydney siege. When was it?
Oh, okay. So a few years ago now. I'll look up the details. The Lindt Cafe siege. Now, this cafe is directly across the road from one of the television studios in Australia. And it's where they do one of the morning shows where it's like big open window so people behind can like wave in the window and shit within full view of that on purpose. So the Lindt Cafe siege was a terrorist attack that occurred on the 15th to 16th of December 2014 when a lone gunman held hostage 10 customers and 8 employees of the cafe. It was a 16-hour standoff, and the guy was doing it basically ISIS, is what I remember at the time. And I think he was like possibly a doctor or some shit. Whatever it was, it didn't seem in character for this guy. Basically it was telecast live, like the whole thing. And just anyone who was awake would have been up and watching this, which is literally a building. Yeah. And that's it. And they ended up storming the place. People died. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I don't think I do want to go in there.
Okay, that's understandable.
But I did walk past it. I didn't realize. I was like, there's the channel whatever studios. That means, there's the Lindt Cafe.
Yikes.
How do you feel about Lindt chocolate? You know those Lindt balls?
I don't hate them. I prefer the solid chocolate stuff. We have a Lindt chocolate shop in one of our shopping centres, and they do like big fuck off massive bars. And like Lindt Santa, Lindt bunnies, Lindt bears, all that kind of stuff. Yep. Love it. But the actual
I like
the one
the
that's
creaminess, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Of the actual chocolate.
Yeah. I don't like the sort of fondant stuff on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them taste okay. None of them taste great, the balls. Some of them are terrible, like the salted caramel one.
It's been so long since I've had any of those kinds of chocolate that I don't even remember what it was. I do know that because my mum used to get them as chocolate decorations for the tree. And it would be the ones that I avoided. I'm like, no, just give me the Cadbury's ones. Little flat chocolates that look shaped like a present, give me that. I miss the Smarties ones, actually. Because the Smarties ones used to be like a hollow chocolate ball with like mini tiny Smarties in it. They were good.
Like a bauble with Smarties inside it.
Yeah.
Now we're talking good Smarties. We're talking candy shell covered, chocolate covered with candy shell, kind of like an M&M.
Yeah.
The candy shell is a little harder than an M&M, And sometimes when you're eating them, the shell can break and like go up between your gum and your tooth and stab you.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Fun times.
And if you decide to... I don't know if I can say this without you going, huh. And if you decide to suck on the Smarties...
Why would I laugh at that?
I don't know. The chocolate melts and the shell like goes together and then you get a little...
Collapses on itself.
Yes!
It implodes.
Yes.
The whole candy chocolate implodes. Mm-hmm. And they're small. They're a little bit... They're flatter than an M&M, but a larger diameter.
Yes.
Yep, to get all technical on you.
Yeah.
Cheese bags.
They've essentially put an M&M in a press, shape-wise.
Yeah, that's right. They've gotten a heat gun and warped it just to a flatter shape.
Yeah.
More like a pizza than anything else. Not really, no. Not true.
If M&Ms are burgers, Smarties are pizzas.
Yeah, that's correct. And if we're talking fruit, then M&Ms are oranges and Smarties are oranges that have been run over by a truck, because I can't think of any flat fruits.
I was going to say, I don't know where you're going with this.
No idea.
No.
So, Niles and Ceci reasons. Mm-hmm. Now, would Niles be one of the reasons why you're getting emotional about old men?
I mean, I'm always emotional about Niles. I'm always emotional about Taylor. I'm always emotional about, about old men. But specifically, that's not why I said I was especially emotional. It's because I got caught up with Doctor Who last night.
Yep.
Which means I've watched the first two specials.
There was two specials already?
Yeah, there's one yesterday.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I've only seen the first one.
Oh, well, I don't know if I can talk about this then.
We can talk about the first one.
Oh, but that's not why I'm emotional about old men.
Yeah, don't, forget it then. We'll save it for next week. We'll talk about the Doctor Who. Not that we don't have so much to talk about. We can afford to cut stuff out of this episode. We can cull our list down.
We can talk about the first one, but just to clarify, the first one has nothing to do with why I'm emotional about old men.
That's fine. We can talk about the first one. That means I'll have to hit the spoiler music though.
Yeah.
There it is. It's kind of like we're in an elevator that hasn't gotten stuck. It's just a very tall building we're in, and the elevator is slow.
Yes.
So it's like, I look over to you, I'm like, hey, have you seen that Doctor Who special yet?
That's essentially what, because I mean, I knew that I wanted to watch something for content. I mean, I knew I wanted to watch it anyway, but there was that. But then my friend Jem messaged me last night, and Jem is my nanny buddy. We sit and message about Niles and Cece. Like,
I'm like, you had a nanny?
Like, nanny buddy. Like, we have a group chat that's all we do is say Niles and Cece stuff. But Jem messaged me last night. It was like, do you watch Doctor Who? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. And she was like, have you watched the special? I was like, not yet, give me a minute.
Yes.
So, yeah, I got caught up on that. But it's so nice to see David Tennant back on my screen as the Doctor.
Yeah.
He just love it. I knew I missed Donna. I forgot how much I missed Donna though. Her and the Doctor, just my favourite. I love them. I love them so much.
Would you believe I have not really seen... I've certainly seen bits and pieces of 10th Doctor.
I believe that, considering that you claim you've never played Pokemon or watched Pokemon or...
Yeah. I watched
stuff
all
that you
of...
haven't seen does not surprise me.
I watched all of Capaldi.
Yes.
I watched a chunk of Smith. Mm-hmm. I started watching What's Her Face.
Jodie Whittaker.
And that's it. So my problem with Jodie Whittaker is she was in that... I think she was in the series Broadchurch, and I couldn't fucking stand her character in Broadchurch. Which is testament to her good acting job, because I think she was meant to be a bit of a fucking annoying person, so...
I mean, her son died, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I guess there's that.
Yeah. Let's not forget, she was the mother of the murdered child in that series.
I know. Yeah, but still, I didn't like her in it. And I think she was in something else that I didn't like her in as well, so...
She's been in quite a few things.
Yeah. Now, when the episode started. It's up on Disney Plus, right? And it's just before you watch it, you looked at me weirdly, like Doctor Who isn't on Disney Plus.
Is it? I genuinely don't. I know that there was some sort of Disney money. We watch on iPlayer.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
So I
believe it's no longer available on ABC in Australia. It is only on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Or nefarious means.
So they've been working with Disney money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Disney. So it's like all of Doctor Who is going to be on Disney Plus here anyway.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have an interesting conversation next week.
Yeah. So it's got the thumbnail, and it's just David Tennant, like, with his sonic screwdriver, like a magic wand, like is in that wizard movie, right? And so that's all I know about it. I watched the trailer. I watched I watched the ending of the season where Jodie Whittaker transmogrifies into David Tennant.
Okay.
So, and I did like the part where he goes, "I know those teeth." Mm-hmm. It's like, that sounds like a David Tennant thing to say.
Yeah.
But then when the whole thing happens, like, shit crashes to Earth, spaceship, straight away, I'm thinking, okay, probably a little bit sus, whatever, because then they show the ship how it's landed, and they said the same thing. Like, it's landed, right? It hasn't crash landed.
Yeah.
Then when, I can't remember her name, but Donna's kid, Rose.
Yeah.
Rose. I should have remembered that. So when Rose has gone out to see, like, the crashed escape pod and coming back, you hear the rustling in the tin cans, in the trash cans. I'm like, I reckon this is going to be the bad alien.
Okay.
All right? That was my first thought. And then I said to Kez, it better look like a fucking cat or I'm going to stop watching it now. Lo and behold, it looked like a giant fucking cat.
Beep the meep.
Yeah, meep. I was like, you got lucky, meep.
Beep the meep. Beep the meep.
Beep the meep?
Yes. Who is a character from the comic series, the comic verse.
Oh.
So...
Do you know who did the voice of the meep?
Miriam Margolyes.
Yeah, I was surprised about that.
I think I'd heard that...
Didn't expect it.
Before. I knew that she was involved in something. It was, and because I hadn't seen her, I was like, she'll be doing the voice of something.
Yeah.
So as soon as Meep started talking, I was like, oh, Miriam.
Yeah. So if we didn't make it clear, this is getting fully spoiled, everybody.
Oh, 100%.
100% spoiled. In fact, I'm jumping right to the end.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a cop-out. Multiple cop-outs. One.
Uh-huh.
Magically have a reason. Oh, no, all right. Just not multiple, just one. Magically have a way to fix Donna so she can live. And then...
I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that because I like the binary and non-binary thing, and I like the fact that it's split because she had a kid.
Yeah, because I think that was fine. Like, it's passed on. Yeah, but they went full fucking Frozen on our asses.
Oh, they just let it go.
And just let it go.
Do you know what? I'm actually okay with that because they make the point. It's like as a male presenting Time Lord, you're not going to think of this. And so if this has happened in Jodie's season, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The two girls went, you know what? We don't need this power. We have no reason to hold on to this power.
Okay, my experience with girls and women is letting shit go. I'm not saying anymore. If anyone, I don't let shit go. I certainly don't let shit go.
Forgive and forget, fuck no, resent and remember.
Yeah.
There's certain things that I as a person will let go and certain things I will not. So, I don't know. I don't hate it. I didn't sit there and go like, what the fuck, which I have done with some other Doctor Who stories.
I mean, I understand if it was going to be not 3 specials with... Yeah, no, they said the next one's out on Christmas, I thought. Anyway.
No, there's a separate Christmas special. There's another one that's coming up on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't a few specials with David Tennant, I feel like if they were like doing a whole series, they would have drawn it out. Sure,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
It's because it all happened in one episode. I think it just didn't feel right. The pacing. Maybe it was just the pacing. The pacing I didn't like.
Possibly, which, it's... But at the same time, it's Doctor Who. It's gonna be stupid. There have been stupider episodes, with more cop-out stuff than that. So I'm like, on a balance of idiocy, I'm okay with it.
See, I don't know much, right?
Mm-hmm.
And especially about Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But you know how, like, at one point there was 2 Roses and 2 Doctors, and the Doctor and a Rose went to live together on a beach forever or happily ever after?
Yes.
So before I knew anything for any reason why David Tennant was coming back, I was like, well, maybe they could just get, like, that Doctor in on it rather than a regeneration.
No, it's because if I remember rightly, because that's to do with the end of series 2 of Doctor Who, which is when
series
they got
2,
sent.
yes.
Yeah, they got sent to a parallel universe, and then it was blocked off. Then something happened that brought Rose back at the end of series 4. As far as I know, that universe is blocked off.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So I did watch most of Karen Gillan as well, I guess. Now that I think about it.
So that's 11's. So that's series 5.
Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't watch 11. Like, I've seen most of it, most of Matt Smith's first series, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It was the writing. I just could not deal with the writing. There was one specific bit where 11 is sitting, and there's something wrong with Amy, and she goes, "Am I going to die?" And he went, "Yes." Oh no, shut up! You're dying.
Yeah,
and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like that. No. I fucking hated him for that.
Shut up. You're dying. Maybe it was the delivery.
No.
Maybe it was the actor's fault.
Well, no, it was like
shut
it was
up. You're
angry.
Dying?
No,
Yeah.
it was shut up, you're dying.
I know.
And I hated it, and I was like, I fucking hate this. And I'm not a fan of Stephen Moffat's in general. Stephen Moffat writing 1 episode, good. Stephen Moffat writing 2 episodes, very good. Stephen Moffat writing anything more than a 2-parter, no, cannot do. He cannot keep track of it.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that. It got better when it got to Capaldi, but that's because Capaldi has won awards for writing, and I remember stuff coming out with Capaldi on set shouting at Stephen Moffat, being like, "Fucking no, Doctor wouldn't do this."
Have you got anything else to say about the first special, or shall we hit the spoiler music off?
I don't know if this was a thing from Jodie's series, because I haven't seen all the Jodie series, but that the sonic screwdriver can now do the thing where it builds like walls and stuff. I'm like,
makes
I like
walls
that.
and shit.
I'm a fan of that. And the computer screen, like it.
Yeah.
I liked the unit head scientist girl. She was cool.
Oh, the wheelchair chick?
Yeah, Shirley Bingham.
I've seen her in a few shows.
I definitely recognise her face.
I said wheelchair chick, but yeah, you know what I mean. The differently abled female presenting
and that
person.
wheelchair had fucking weapons in it, and she was
It had
fucking cool.
guns and rockets and shit.
Had fucking everything in it. Loved it.
Yeah.
A+. I am a fan.
I like her as an actor.
I suppose I can talk about this. I did like the fact that when Donna's still trying to remember stuff, and the doctor's like, "Oh, there's somebody missing. Where's your grandpa?" And they're like, "He's not here." It's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
He's not with us anymore. He's gone or something like that.
Yeah, he's gone. He was like, "Oh my god,
I love that man.
I love him."
Yeah.
It's like, he's in a fucking retirement home.
Yeah.
Which I had to laugh because Bernard Cribbins did pass not that long ago.
Yeah, I knew that.
And I was really upset about that. So I like the fact, I'm like, oh Bernard, you would love this. You would have loved to be in this.
Yeah.
So I was a bit emotional about that.
We got 8 seconds left to spoiler music. It's gonna disappear. 3, 2, 1. Right. Doctor Who lulled me into a false sense of comfort. It was unfair.
In what way?
Doctor Who, I didn't know. I had no idea. I had no idea who this person was. Doctor Who made me like James Corden.
Okay.
Because he was in a couple of episodes.
He was.
And I was like, I like this character. I like this guy.
Now,
This is before I knew who he was.
Okay, I'll to say the same thing. Gavin and Stacey. So James Corden wrote Gavin and Stacey and played Smithy. And even
You mean he wasn't Gavin or Stacey?
No.
Wow.
Funnily enough, the two writers played the two main characters' best friends. So, so Smithy and Nessa wrote Gavin and Stacey. And so the last Christmas episode, which maybe was about 2018, 2019? Can't remember exactly when.
Of Gavin and Stacey, like
yeah,
it's still
now bear
going.
in mind, no, bear in mind, there was 3 seasons. There was a huge 10-year break or something, and then they released a Christmas special, and it was really sweet. Smithy's just really a sweet guy in the series, and I'm like, I like Smithy. I don't like James Corden.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. See, I probably wouldn't have liked his character if I'd seen him in other stuff. Well, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who just don't like James Corden, including Gavin and Stacey.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame them. He's a bit annoying, but he was very sweet in the Christmas special, and I was like, I kind of grew up.
The character was.
Yeah.
Okay, he's an asshole that's good at pretending.
Yes.
Making up believes. Yep. I got nothing more to say about Doctor Who.
No, I want to rewatch, because obviously they've now got all the stuff on BBC iPlayer for us. So I might go back and rewatch 12 series, because I loved 12's era.
That's Capaldi, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I just have to mute my phone.
My two favourite Doctors are 12 and 10. And I also love 8, which is controversial because technically the only video thing that he's had is the movie, plus little cameos here and there. But his audio stuff is great.
8?
Paul McGann.
Okay, and then 9 was, what's his face?
Christopher Eccleston.
Yep.
Do you want me to name all the Doctors? I can.
No, I'm good.
So yeah, I think I heard somewhere that there's going to be some kind of spin-off with 8 in it, with Paul McGann in it, and I'm like, I'll take that, because my boy deserved better. So
what about John Hurt, the War Doctor?
I don't care about him.
But what, he doesn't have a number?
No, he doesn't, because they don't... There are certain doctors that are kind of outside the regeneration cycle.
Okay.
So they don't... Because he was introduced outside of the numbering system. Okay, so yeah, War Doctor is technically the 9th Doctor, but...
He could be 8.4 or something like that.
Something like... Yeah, but the number is only for the... They never refer to the number as in canon.
Yeah.
So it's only for us.
Well... That's not true, because they know that they've only got a certain amount of regenerations until, magic happens.
Oh, no, they've passed that. So,
yeah, because they're like, why does it have to be 12 or something like that? Yeah.
Because I don't think the first Doctor is his first regeneration.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there's that.
Well, yeah, because he talks about being a woman Doctor previously, or female presenting Doctor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, at other times.
And because of the age, I don't think... Yeah, I genuinely... It might have actually been talked about in canon, I genuinely can't remember. But, the numbering system is just for us. That's why I don't really have too much of a problem with it.
Yep. However, unlike Doctor Who, no, I don't know. We would both be considered... You and I would be considered ones.
Okay.
In our universe. Because one day, we will regenerate... and someone will take over as podcast hosts of Hey Buddy Nice Podcast.
Okay.
Yep. It's like Chris. Chris is like a war doctor. He just stops in every now and then. Now, I wasn't saying we're like ones. We're better than ones. We're 4s at least.
I don't hate the 4th Doctor. I appreciate what the 4th Doctor did. I do think he's overrated slightly.
Yeah, fuck you, 4th Doctor. Go back home, 4th Doctor. That would be Gerard McGillicuddy.
You're going to be Doctor Who is very close to my heart, so stop being a dick about it.
Unless it's Matt Smith.
No, it's not. It's Tom Baker.
Ah, Thomas Bakerfield. Yes.
But I did like I've seen some of the classic stuff. I've seen quite a lot of the classic stuff actually. One story for each of the Doctors anyway. But there is one particular one that's Fifth Doctor, which is Peter Davison, which is David Tennant's father-in-law. Lol.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
I also don't know who Peter Davidson is, so...
Peter Davidson, you've seen Good Omens Series 2.
Correct.
Job. The actor who played Job.
Oh, yes. Yep.
That's Peter Davidson. Yeah. His daughter,
Yeah.
Georgia Tennant, was in an episode of Doctor Who, met David Tennant, they got married. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I get it now. I understand.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So have you seen Staged?
Staged? I haven't. No.
Oh, that's quite good. You should maybe watch that.
I should, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there was an episode of The Fifth Doctor, Peter Davidson, where called Black Orchid. I remember it because I remember seeing a clip of it where they were talking about something and one of the guys went, Brazil? And Peter Davidson, like, in his 20s, this man is a baby. I just turned around and went...
A wee baby.
He's just a wee baby. Turned around and went, where'd the nuts come from? And I'm like, oh, sweet boy. Sweet boy.
Brazil, like the nuts. The nuts, Brazil. Yeah.
Where'd the nuts come from? Yeah, baby.
It's Sneak Energy Watch 2023. Have we heard back yet? No, we haven't. We're in day 2 of Sneak Energy Watch 2023. Will this roll over to 2024? We don't know. We hope not. The ball is in your court, Sneak Energy Drink.
I got my other Sneak Energy drink flavour from Amazon yesterday, which is good. So
Lime and coconut?
No, so I've got 2 tubs of flavours now. I had the little sachets.
Yes.
And the first tub I got, because it was the only one they had in the game, was the limited edition Ultra Black.
The Black X, or whatever they're calling it?
Yes. Yeah. Which tastes like... Do you have Lilt over there?
Do I have what?
Lilt. L-I-L-T.
Lilt.
Yeah.
What is Lilt?
Juice.
Of course it's juice.
Of course it's juice. Pineapple.
Okay, I'm looking it up. Hang on. I'm looking it up. It looks like Sprite.
Yeah,
the
pineapple and grapefruit. Sprite.
Okay, no.
That's basically what it tastes like. That's really good. But my absolute favourite flavour is Blizzard Lemonade. So I managed to get that from Amazon, and I had that yesterday. And
cool.
It's fucking good. I love that shit.
I can't even get it on Amazon. I can't get it. It doesn't appear on Australian Amazon.
It's very sad. Very sad.
I mean, I do have a US account. And I do have...
But will it ship?
Will it ship? The hot new game show taking over the nation.
And is it worth it? Because here's the thing. I've got an account with McFarlane Toys because I like getting the little emails that say, look at our new Spawn figures. And I'm like, yes. Yes.
I shall look at them. I shall peruse them. Yes. Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd. But McFarlane Toys do have an email
I like how
promotion
you looked
thing.
up to the sky when you said thank you, Todd, as if Todd McFarlane is dead. Or God.
He might be.
Thank you, Todd. We miss you.
Thank you, Todd. But no, McFarlane Toys do this thing where in their email subscription, they do Advent offers. So for each day in December, you get a different offer. And yesterday's was this certain selection of toys, you get 50% off. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And there was a Spawn thing where it was like Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn, a pack of 2. And with the 50% off, it came to less than a tenner. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to get that. But then it was one of those situations where the shipping was like twice. Twice what I paid.
Fuck you on the shipping.
Yeah.
Fuck you on the shipping.
Yeah.
How dare.
I know.
But speaking of drinks, right now I am having a Pepsi Max.
Ooh.
But I've still got like 2 bottles in the fridge. When they're gone, I'm laying off the Pepsi Max.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm leaving it behind. I believe I'm gonna go. I guess Staminade is the cheap brand It's just like a powdered Gatorade kind of mix. So I think I'm gonna go with that. Look, how much drink do you think you get out of a tub of Sneak Energy?
I've only just started getting the tubs, but
okay, hard to tell.
It is hard to tell. So I believe it's meant to be about 40 portions.
Okay, that's all right then. 40 drinks for yeah. So I'm gonna go this because my brother drinks it, friend drinks it. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should. And apparently, I'm told that this sugar-free shit actually does cause diabetes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to talk to Ryan about that. He knows all about it. He told me. I listened, but I didn't listen because I didn't know what he was talking about. But so I mean, I feel like there are a lot of sodium and salts in it as well. So, but then again, there are in these Staminade drinks too, and they are full sugar. Well, they've got sugar in them. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna step away from the colas and go for whatever this is for a bit. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at maybe reducing my intake of fizzy juice as well, which I kind of have done already. I haven't drunk nearly as much fizzy juice since I've been ill. Yeah. Or rather, post-surgery than I did before. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm also drinking chocolate milk and...
Calcium.
Calcium?
Yes, you get your calcium from chocolate milk.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm just saying it's important, that's all. I'm not saying you're drinking straight calcium. You're not grinding up bones and drinking it.
You entirely derailed my train of thought, that's what it is. And obviously I've got my Sneak Energy, which is... This stuff's probably better for me than the cans because it's not carbonated.
Carbonation isn't bad for you.
No, but it is for me.
Okay.
It makes me really, really bloated.
I guess, yeah. That's a valid point. Yeah. The boobles, the Michael Bublés have an effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much have you used super glue in your life?
I
thought you were saying one time.
No, I can feel the sneeze coming. I don't know. I probably have used super glue in my life, but I genuinely can't remember the last time I have used it.
Because Kez needed it for some reason this morning, so I got some from the big house, not prison, the larger house up there. Brought it down. She used it. Whatever. I read the back of it. It says dries instantly on contact with skin. I'm like, okay. And eyes. Who's putting it on their eyes?
I mean, people be dumb.
Yeah. Because super glue, I believe, was initially created for like surgical reasons, for like sealing wounds.
Yeah.
I ended up using it today to seal a wound on my chair. The one of the arms was splitting like the foam, so I just shoved it in there, gave it a squeeze, pushed my hand against it, and I was like, oh shit, my thumb is going to stick to the chair if I don't take it off. So I'm like trying to take it off and hold it there, take it off, hold it. So these 3 fingers covered in super glue, and I used acetone nail polish remover to try and remove it, but it's still there, and it's gone gritty. And I feel like I'm like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, when like in the first Spider-Man movie, when like he goes like this and like the little barbs come out of his fingers and he climbs the wall. Yeah. That's how I feel right now. Yeah, I'm not happy about it. Not at all.
Is super glue not the stuff that you used to be able to like put on your skin and then peel off like a layer of skin?
That's PVA glue.
PVA glue, that's it.
Paste. That is a paste. The smell of it. I don't like the smell of that PVA poster glue. I'm trying to remember. Are you aware of the show Art Attack? This is an Art Attack. This is an Art Attack. This is Art
With
Attack.
Neil Buchanan.
Yes, or Neil Buchanan, as some people like to call him. Dave. Yeah, Neil Buchanan. Dave Acton tried to fight me, saying that it was Neil that it was Neil Buchanan. I'm like, no, it's Buchanan.
It's Buchanan.
You fool.
You fool.
Where was I going? They would call it something else on that, the PVA glue. I can't remember what, but Art Attack. Maybe this would be Art Talk. We don't know because we don't have music for it. If we did, it certainly wouldn't be the theme to Art Attack. I mean, just the copyright litigious reasons alone.
I liked it. I miss Art Attack. He's a rock star now.
Neil Buchanan?
Yeah.
For whom?
I can't remember, but I know that he plays in a rock band now.
Ah. We're not talking the video game rock band, are we?
No.
No. He doesn't look like a rock band kind of guy. At least not 90s him. He's got to be like 60 plus. Does he? I don't know.
67, yeah.
Yeah. Called it. No.
Heavy metal band. Marseille.
Neil, if you're listening, leave Marseille. I need you to keep on making giant portraits of vampires out of salt, other things out of like dirty laundry, you know? Just, this is a whole Blue's Clues thing, isn't it? This is when Steve disappeared and everyone thought he was dead.
Oh my god! That's another thing that made me emotional when the Blue's Clues movie came out and then they got to the clip where it opened and then he was there. It's like, you, look at you, you've grown so much. I was like,
Blue, how are you not dead yet?
Well, I think
it's been at least 25 years.
Blue was missing but it was talking to the audience member and I was like, me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I never watched it. I watched Blue's Clues, sure. Mm-hmm. Blue's Clues was fine. I was too old for it, but I still watched it.
Yeah, because you would have been like in your teens.
Yeah,
I was about
I'm sure I
5
was.
or something.
Whatever. All right then. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. You say that you do not identify as a millennial and you do not identify as a Gen Z.
I've never said that.
You were kind of saying that when you were saying, no, I'm not a millennial. I'm like this thing between.
I think so, yeah. I think it depends. It depends on the situation what's being asked.
I have a test to see how you feel about something. Okay. It's a song. It's lyrics.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to start by saying this is a song by Durry called Worse for Wear. And oh my God, I just want to be friends with Durry. I got down a bit of a YouTube rabbit hole. I watched some live stuff and I watched like making of video clips.
Yeah.
And they're from Minnesota. So they talk kind of funny and sound a little bit odd because they're from Minnesota. It's like, and they're so nice because they're a brother and sister. Right. So that they've got an all right relationship if they're making music together. Yeah. And then like they're making jokes and having fun. It's like, I just want to be friends with these people. Why am I not allowed to be friends with these Minnesotarians or whatever they're called? Yeah, that's the word. But see, the reason why they took off, it was during the pandemic they started making music, and I think this song in particular, Worse for Wear, went big on TikTok. Mm-hmm. So that sort of like changed their lives a little bit, and they've got a full album out and shit now. So some of the lyrics, right? It's how much do you relate to these lyrics, I think. Okay. If you relate hard, then yes, you're a millennial, I think.
Okay, let's see.
So you've got, I hate to be the one to break the news. This isn't like the world you grew up in and breezed right through. You always said to leave it better than you found it, but then you left it a little bit worse for wear. How are you feeling so far?
Yeah, I still feel like I'm straddling the line of that.
Okay. You always said it would get better when we're older. Now we're just big kids living in an old man's world. When's it going to be our turn? Who's to say this is the way it's supposed to work?
Okay, I identify with that.
Okay. Let's scroll down a bit. Let's go to... Drowning in an ocean of debt, you swore it'd pay for itself. Now we can't pay the rent on all the houses you bought for yourself. Trickle down sounds like just like swimming upstream.
I don't identify with the debt bit, but
you haven't tried to buy a house, I guess.
I haven't.
You know what? You probably won't be able to.
Yeah, I don't plan on trying to buy a house in Scotland.
Yeah, well, of course not. If you're trying to buy a house in another country, yeah, that's going to be even harder. So yeah, I feel like that feels like a bit of a millennial anthem, just with the songs seem to be. I don't want to say anti-work, but anti-work as in like corporation work.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem that I had with one of my comics, right? That was like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, I hate work. And it's like, oh, everyone hates their job. It's like, let me rephrase. I hate fucking working. And then everyone was like, well, you have to work. Everyone has to work. Everything you do is work. Even back in the caveman days, fighting mammoths was work. Did you think they liked that? This is a real comment, by the way, on my comic about fucking hunting mammoths.
Jesus.
People were arguing so hard about this, and I don't understand why. It's just a fucking comic.
Yeah.
Maybe it was something that made them think, reflected in themselves that they didn't like, so they got angry.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I mean, I feel more like, I believe the term used is zillennial, which is like a tiny pocket of like 6 years, maybe, between Millennial and Gen Z, where we grew up with the internet, but we also still played outside.
See, I still think that's a fallacy. People play out. I heard little fucking annoying children outside today screaming and playing. Like, go inside, play a video game.
It's not as common as it used to be. That used to be like the sole entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they are saying about millennials as well, right? It's like, no, I was roaming the street, I was riding bikes, I was walking to friends' house, I was causing havoc, I was climbing on roofs of rec centres and doing things I shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because you're
I was causing a ruckus. I was causing an SJ in the ruckus.
But yeah, I tend not to think too much about it. I don't identify with those kind of labels the same way I do as Aries.
That is exactly what made me think of this. Yeah. That's why I was bringing it up, because I was going to get to that part and say the horoscope means a lot more to you.
It does. It does. Because it's set, it's identifiable, and it gives me a cool animal.
Cool animal. Come on. I'm a motherfucking lion.
I'm a fucking ram.
I think we could have a good fight.
Yeah.
You could gore me to death. I could, like, bite off your leg or something.
But then again, shit.
I'm not a lioness. The lionesses are the ones that do all the hunting.
Yeah, you're just a little bitch.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. I just call someone else. I'd find a lioness to attack you. That's what it is. Yeah.
But I've always kind of identified with the ram thing. I'm not as big a fan of the Chinese zodiac.
Yeah.
Because according to that, I'm the year of the rooster, and I'm a water year. And I'm like, I am not a water sign. I'm a fire sign.
Waterfowl. You are not a waterfowl.
Well, Aries is a fire sign.
Yeah.
But under the Chinese zodiac, I'm a water sign, and I'm like, I'm not. I'm really not.
Okay, I'm an ox. Whatever. Sure. Big, horned, got a humped back. All right. Are you familiar with the song Your Horoscope for Today by one Weird Al Yankovic?
I feel like I do know it, but I can't remember it.
You're going to have to listen to it, because I feel like that is the best thing ever created about horoscopes. From the album Running with Scissors. And I don't know how to refer to them, my ex-stepbrother, I guess? Okay. I don't know. My previous stepbrother.
Yeah.
Used to... Former stepbrother, yeah. So part of the lyrics is, that's your horoscope for today, A, that's your horoscope for today. He thought it was, let your horse go for the day. And I think that is a funnier song.
That is a funnier song.
You're letting the horse go just for the day. Then you have to go and capture it again, break it in, tame it once more, beat the wild out of it. Turn it into lasagna if you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to the type of... You're apparently a wood ox.
Woodox.
Yeah,
Woodox.
there are far more elements in the Chinese zodiac than there are in the...
Is wood truly an element?
According to the Chinese, it is.
Good on him. I mean, trees. Trees could be elemental. Water makes trees grow, but wood isn't trees. Wood is no longer tree, I think. I'm trying to work out the whole scissors, paper, rock, aka mouth, finger, butthole on the Chinese zodiac.
There are 5 elements
like
within the Chinese zodiac. There are 5 elements within the Chinese zodiac. Wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So, yeah.
Good on
I
him.
don't know. It's not... Yeah. The only part of the Chinese zodiac that I actually care about is the anime Fruits Basket. And then after that, I don't give a shit.
The what? Anime Fruits Basket.
Yes. Which
I understand
is...
all those words separately.
So that was an anime series where...
Okay.
This
the
girl...
anime, comma, Fruits Basket.
Yes.
Okay. Got ya.
Girl goes to live with his family. Family are cursed, and there is a person for each member of the Chinese zodiac within the family, including the cat. Yeah, there was a cat in that. Yeah, it was good. It was a good series, and it's one of these ones that was done in the 90s, and then they never finished it, and then they re-released. They redone the whole thing not that long ago and done the whole story, and I'm like, they should do that with more things.
For animes that never finish.
Yeah, for animes that only got one series and they never finished, like fucking Spice and Wolf for a start.
No, it's the Sparrow and Wolf.
No,
They're
Spice
really
and Wolf,
steak.
and then what was the other one? Orange High School Close Club, which I fucking loved. And they need to recast the main character because it's fucking... Oh, fuck, what's his face?
Ted Danson.
No.
George Clooney. That doesn't matter who it was. It should be Brent Mukai.
It should be... Do you know what? I petition for Brent Mukai to replace this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Because... What the fuck is his name? Oh no, that's actually really going to annoy me. I need to know this. I need to know this now.
You look it up. You use the Google machine.
He done the voice of Edward Elric.
Oh, of course.
From
I know
Fullmetal
who does the
Alchemist.
voice of... Yeah, obviously. I knew that.
Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna.
Yeah.
Fuck Vic
Good old
Mignogna.
Vic. I call him Vicky.
He's a predator. He's like actually stalked and been really
in that
creepy
case,
with people.
I don't call him anything. I don't talk to Vic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck Vic Mignogna.
Well, he probably will be recast then, I imagine.
You'd be surprised.
If
He still gets roles. He still gets roles.
Yeah.
It's one of these things that's like an open secret. It's like, we all know he's fucking creepy as shit. Nobody wants this. Although he might have... Because I know that he was in this... Not the latest Dragon Ball movie, but the movie before it, Broly.
Yeah.
And people were like, why the fuck is he in this? And then Broly appeared in the next one, Superhero. I have a funny feeling he was recast. And we were all like, fucking yes!
Well, there you go.
Get a fuck. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Get a fuck.
Get a fuck.
Get a fuck. Get the fuck out, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah, the last one he was in was Broly in the Funimation dub. So he wasn't
Umbrella.
in Superhero. Yeah. To be honest, sometimes I do avoid dubs because of certain voice actors. And then sometimes I watch dubs because of certain voice actors.
That's perfectly fine. Like, I avoid movies with Tom Cruise, for one example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mel Gibson.
I don't... I still feel weird about Mel
said.
Gibson. I still
Enough
feel
said.
weird about that.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
So, you got any art talk you would like to discuss?
Well, is this... are you specifically referencing the message I sent you last night? Which was...
Sure.
Out of context thoughts. I want a t-shirt.
Recall.
I want a t-shirt with a pick of nails on it that says BILF.
Yes, that's right.
BILF.
And then you put in brackets, I think, Butler I'd like to fuck. And my reply was, you did not have to explain that to me.
Yeah.
One, context. Two, it's you. So, yeah.
Yeah. Chris and I, because I sent the same message to Chris as well, and he was like, God, if only I was better at art. So I took 2 minutes out of my day and edited a picture of Niles I already had, and made this.
So it has been made. Okay, let's see.
Well, no,
All right.
a very, very rough draft has been created.
Okay, that's not terrible. See, I thought it could have been anything. Does he need something? Does he need something extra? What does he need?
I feel like he'd be better with the finger guns.
Yeah. Yep. 80s pop style.
Oh. I might do a couple of versions. But I also said that to Jem. And Jem was like, I need...
The mouth open. Okay, he's biting his lip. In the small version on my phone, it looks like he's got a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah, I need to darken the lines on that a little bit.
Yep.
Because, like I say, this what I didn't realize until I started using it is the main picture I used. It's not transparent. It's just got there are no layers. Put it that way.
Oh, okay. So it's a flat image.
It's a flat image, and then I had to colour over it and edit it that way. So, which is why it's just a rough draft. But so I want that one, and I want one that's got CC on it that says "Mean blonde lady, step on me."
I thought it was going to be to BILF, theatre producer.
BILF producer, I liked.
Yeah, I think TPILF specifically. TPILF, TPILF.
So let's see. Pilsum producer, I'd like to step on me.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that works. I mean, I don't feel like doing comic readings this week, mate. I'm gonna say it now. If nothing goes wrong and we record as normal next week, we'll do some real art talk. We'll do real art talk.
Art talk.
Yeah. The only thing I have to talk about for art talk now is not me. I did not art. I mean, I've arted.
Oh, but if you're doing art crimes that have been sent to us, is that correct?
Not right now.
No, that's fine, because I have another thing that I want to show you that I'd forgotten I'd done. Okay,
well, show us that now.
Okay, so...
Because mine's just a little story, that's all.
So because I've been getting caught up with ICS, do you remember Josie's episode?
Of course I do. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Beta cuck.
The Beta Cucks. Josie and the Beta Cucks. So I had a note written on my iPad from when I first heard that. And I remember sending it to Chris and I was like, what does this mean? And he went, it's Josie's episode. And I was like, there we go.
Yeah.
Because the note said, select your Beta Cuck. And I'm like, what? So this still needs to be edited, but...
Yes, it's very fighting game. Select your Beta Cuck.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
Paul. Jacob. Pikachu.
So I sent that to Slaking, and he went, so is Matt the Alpha Cuck? And I'm like, yes.
Just your selection. Here's your selected Alpha Cuck.
Yeah, but I think I might do a version. I might do an animated one where it's like selects each of them and
Have
like
you
goes
got
through them.
Procreate Dreams yet? It can be done
not yet.
very easily.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to download that and test out.
I guess
but it's
yeah,
I just haven't had a chance yet because I'm very, very, very slowly getting back into
of course
drawing and stuff. So but it's nice. It's nice to do it.
Yeah, for me, it's still Saturdays doing comics and then little fuck arounds every now and then on the iPad. That's all.
Yeah.
I do want to, I did do a little animation, just like a very quick keyframe animation.
You sent me something, and I was about to go in the shower and I missed it.
Oh, was it the animation?
I think I opened the message. I was like, I will check that later. And then I did.
Just the little guy, that's all.
I did the little guy turning around.
Doing a little head turn. Now I have to look at it myself.
I love him.
If I send it to Chris. Where's my little guy? Can't find him. Oh, here he is, yeah. I mean, that is, I think, literally 5 or 6 frames, and that's it. No tweening going on. No motion tweening. See, I'm like, I already know how to use some animation software.
Yeah.
Which is defunct now. But none of it is really translating to Dreams. Based on an interface level.
Yes.
Specifically. So I'm wondering if they would have keyboard shortcuts if you had like one of those iPad keyboards. I don't know. I'm going to look into it and see. But yeah, other than that, the only other real art talk thing, this happened a few weeks ago now. So... The house number, right, where we live, is number 9.
Yes.
Okay? Inside number 9. Oh, my God. And I think at one stage there was like a metal, like number 9, screwed onto the mailbox, which is, you know what? Let's bring it up on Street View so I can show you. I won't show anyone else because I don't want people knowing where I live. I mean, I've given you enough information already, cheese bags. Although Ranchan did reach out, I haven't messaged back. Did you see what Ranchan said? I'm good with that.
No,
I'm no, you're not good with it. You're not.
No,
good.
I am good. I am good with it. No, I did not see it. Yes, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, cool. So here we go. Let's see. That's the mailbox, right? Yeah, see it? You can see like a number 9. Oh, it helps if I share my screen.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever, my guy.
Oh, shit. There we go. See that's the mailbox. And it's got a number 9 on it, and that's where I park my car. That's where the work car used to park, and that's where the other cars get parked. This photo was taken in 2021. Anyway, so I don't know what happened to that 9. It's missing. Went away. So Kez's dad got some black paint. And I'm like, okay, like maybe if it was me, maybe just paint a little number 9 where that existing one is. A little small number 9 on one brick above the actual post box. See that big pile of bricks below the post box? He, I'm going to say, attempted to paint a number 9. We got home after I picked up Kez from work. She looked at it and was like, did somebody throw paint on the mailbox? I'm like, I believe your dad did that, trying to make the number 9. And she's like, that doesn't look anything like the number 9. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
And I said, I made a suggestion, like, make the tail longer and more curvier. That's what I said to Kez.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not going to say this to them, to Kez's dad or anything. Anyway, come back the next day, and he's attempted to make it look curlier and longer. It looks like a G, but the hole in the top of the 9 was very small. I'm like, that doesn't look right at all. A couple of days go by. He totally fills in the hole in the top of the 9. I'm like, what are we even looking at now? People are just going to assume that kids Halloween or something have like trick-or-treated and fucked the mailbox up.
It's like at this point, just write the word 9.
Well, now I'll take a photo of this. It's just painted over the whole number. It's just a black rectangle. Right. A quote-unquote artist lives on the same property as you. Just ask me.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wish I got photos, the whole progression of the thing, but I didn't. So that was, in fact, an art crime. And art crimes, we only are meant to say nice things about them. This is different.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, cheese bags, if you have an art crime, send them in to us, because we will only say nice things about them. It's been a while since we had an art crime. I don't think we've missed any. And you can still currently send them to us, admin@nicepodbud.com. Or go to nicepodbud.com and there's a contact form, link to like a image hosting, or, you know, even on social medias, at nicepodbud everywhere. Because that's good. It gives us things to talk about. Like, we went into today's record yesterday. Saturday, we recorded one episode because we didn't think we had 2 in us. We didn't think we had that much to talk about. No, we didn't. We really didn't.
We needed to go away and think.
Yeah. Then today, Sunday, we came back and we didn't do anything that we said we were going to think on, did we? We didn't talk about anything like that. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. That's next week. So yeah, it definitely helps us in times like this, in times of need. But you know how else you can help us? You can go to patreon.com/nicepodbud and just chuck a few dollars our way. That does help. It's Patreon money is my highest form of income at the moment. And I'm not talking about Nice Pod Bud, because we don't really make money. All that money is just sitting there right now for when we have expenses like website stuff. I'm talking about money from Not So Good at This and Twitch. That I'm getting more money from those avenues than I am from the government. So yeah, sorry, state of affairs for me and the government, I guess.
Yeah.
But look, if you can't support us financially, we understand. What could they do? Brogan, if you were someone who listened to our podcast, what is something you could do besides financially supporting us?
Just share it. Just give it to a person and say, listen to these two idiots.
That's right.
They talk funny.
Yeah, we both sound funny. And if they ignored you, what would you do?
I don't know. I feel like you're leading me into something and my brain's not at full capacity.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I was going to say, I was trying to get towards the full circle scheme.
Oh,
like, you
right,
could just keep shoving it down their throats.
Yeah.
Until they finally recommend it back to you. But yeah, listening every week, sharing on social medias, things like that, interacting with us, that's what we enjoy. Speaking of which, you can interact directly, digitally, I guess, with Brogan Hastings at 7 Billion Needles.
And you can do the same for Wayne at Wayne Geo.
Correct very much. I just dropped a coaster that I was throwing in the air. I probably shouldn't have been doing that. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheese bags.